Had a dentist appointment and traffic was god awful on the way home, but I'm here. I know that this is already ended. I know we're like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, behind schedule. But I have personally stayed off the internet, save what came out this morning, which I will go ahead and talk about in a little bit. Very exciting stuff for those of you guys that missed it. It wasn't really too much of an official like release note. Like it's not very noteworthy, but we have new stuff on the 7 remake. I will talk about that. I have no clue if there's a trailer. I have no clue if there's going to be any info from this. I don't know anything. I just I doubt it. I don't know what to expect though. I've never watched a state of play. I missed the last one that actually had all of the 7 information. And yeah, I don't even know what to really expect. But I don't think we're going to get any 7 stuff because of TGS, and I think that they dropped a lot of their stuff this morning, which, like I said, I will talk about when the state of play is over. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Let me know how audio is and whatnot, but let's see what PlayStation has to offer. You know, I could see them doing some 7 stuff to try and get a slice of what Square released this morning, but like I said, you never know. I mean, Square's already released so much that you know, it wouldn't surprise me if they want to try and save until maybe the Game Awards or I think Paris Games Week's in December. See, I've never actually watched one of these. I have no clue what to expect. Oh, we live in a society. What is this? Is this like a trailer or is this like an opening thing? It is a game. It's a trippy one. Well, look at him go. What a trailer for an indie game.
Hey everyone, it's time for another State of Play. We're really excited to share
that was their opening.
and surprises with you today.
Surprises!
Starting with that exclusive reveal of humanity from Enhanced Games. Next up, Infinity Ward gives us an all-new look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare. An
the
epic
chat
new
is
entry
back.
in the blockbuster series.
20 years of civil war.
There's nothing simple about it.
Is that what's his name?
Bigger now. Chemical weapons have fallen into terrorist hands.
The most exciting thing about this game during the beta, you guys, was the chat.
Could be anywhere.
100%.
What do you suggest?
A business trip.
Like, the chat is back. I don't know if you guys played
I need your help.
Call of Duty man confirmed for Smash. I don't know if you guys played the beta. The most exciting part wasn't even the gameplay, which is pretty solid. It's the chat. The chat is like the old Xbox Live days. Everyone's just absolutely just flaming each other. Just the whole entire game. It's Bant Central and I love it.
The invaders of my country have no regard for human life. We live like this every day.
And there's Dismemberment too? Kind of epic. Wait, where are we? Where's this game take place? Back Neverstand?
Save yourself, daughter. Join us.
I lead soldiers. You train killers.
But we are all killers here. No?
How about you, Captain? Are you gonna let them die?
The Kremlin has suspended all deconfliction channels, and chemical weapons are now in the wild. Fix it.
I like haven't played COD for forever, like Black Ops 2 tier. I seriously am gonna pick up this game on launch because I enjoyed this way too much. Crossplay's really good too, by the way. The game's flowed very well. Obviously, the beta had like a few issues. I think there's like an under the map glitch in one of the maps, but that's something that they definitely, for crossplay beta, I mean, that's an easy fix.
Engagement have changed. If you can't identify the target, you are the target.
Enemy reinforcements approaching the bank.
Oh, is this back? I think this is Modern Warfare 2 was the survival mode. That's kind of cool that they brought it back.
Thankfully, we don't have much longer to wait. Call of Duty Modern Warfare
October
lands on
26th, right?
PS4 this October.
No, thanks for the actual release date.
Now, from the imagination of the creator of Katamari Damacy,
Is this
and
Katamari?
Baby Boy comes a long-awaited update.
Oh, Bible Thump. Oh, it's the 25th? That's even better. Oh my god, he just killed him. These games always trip me out. From the art style to like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, this is Death Stranding. Oh, speaking of which, that I know that's gonna probably get an appearance today. The Balloon Fears Heights. Oh my god! That was very nihilistic. The Balloon of Fears Heights just got absorbed. This is a game written to control the sheeple. Like a WiiWare game. What does that say? Madden? Madden? Watton? Watan? Watam? Wadam? I'm not even gonna attempt. Please say the title. Hey, that's coming out like soon.
We can't wait to play it. The wonderfully wacky and whimsical world of Watam comes to
Watam.
PS4 this December. Okay.
Final Fantasy
Prepare
7
to
Remake.
embark on a gorgeous new journey with another
No,
first look.
never mind. Piccolo? Dragon Ball Kakarot? Oh, no. Never mind. What is this? Is this a sacrifice? He's gonna shoot it? Is that a kid in there? Oh no, he just lit the kid on fire. What is this? These games are so like, I guess maybe the zeitgeist of gaming now for indie games, at least like Western devs, is like these really weird, too deep Too deep for you type games. What is this? I'm usually not too big of a fan of indie games, but I'll tell you, when I was a kid, there was this indie game that was a spin on Minecraft. That was the game. It was called like Total Miner Zombie Forge, something like that. Yeah, wait, is this Frozen 2? That's a good point. There was like some Total Miner game. That was the best indie game I've ever played. I don't think I've played an indie game since. Castle Miner Z, that's the one. Yes, that is the one. That game was the GOAT, man. Seriously, if you had that game, you were a legend. That game was so sick. And I don't even think the servers are still up on it anymore, which is way too bad. Imagine they announce a remaster for that. That would be the best state of play ever. Castle Miner Z. I'm glad you remember that game, man, because I feel like too many people didn't play that game. And then I bring it up and people remember it. Oh, did it really?
To PS4.
That's too bad. Rockstar?
Now let's see
LA
what
Noire
Rockstar Games has coming to PlayStation VR.
Oh, LA Noire is going to be in VR? Oh, that's kind of a trip. Oh, God.
That you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad.
Can I yell at him and say, I'll take no more of your leftist trickery?
Right?
What is that? What's that quote? At the very beginning, I'll have no. You left-wing leading parasite. I'll have no more of your drivel. Oh, it's just coming to PlayStation Now in VR.
She's looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. I love my wife. That's the truth.
There it is. Yep. You left-wing leading parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your dribble?
VR case files is available at the PlayStation Store today. And that's just a taste of what's coming for PlayStation VR players.
Final Fantasy VII Remake VR. I get to hold hands with Tifa in VR. What is this? Is this another Too Deep for You game? Oh, shoot! Fork it! Crab doing the Coliseum fight. I thought it was too. I didn't know that VR was still a thing on the PlayStation. Well, that's because the PlayStation's ballin'. I hope you don't get to sniff the shoe in VR. That's right. Dan Snyder would have a heyday. Oh, he just yoked that zombie. Oh God. Space Channel 5 VR? I get to dance with aliens in VR?
We've
All
got
right.
more for you to check out.
7
Get
Remake.
ready for an update on Medieval.
Oh!
Here's your chance to get your hands on a demo.
This
of
game's
the
not called
early
Medieval?
Experience launching today on the PlayStation Store.
Was Chad Warden not live tweeting today? Oh, this was leaked last night. This game came around in like what, late 90s, right? I thought it was called Medieval, not medieval, whatever. I know people are really excited for this one. This is definitely not a game that I have ever played though. He just took off his hand as a weapon. In before 7 Remake demo, you guys, I would, oh my God. The short-lived demo.
Be sure to play the demo to get Dan's helmet when the full adventure rises again this October.
How much time we got left on here? 9
At
minutes.
long last, a legendary series makes its debut to PS4.
Legendary series? Is this Civ? Oh wow, it is. Makes history again. It's only Civ 6. Can't play as Bismarck not getting it. This is a really fun game, but if it's not, Civ 5 was better than Civ 6.
We are not amused.
You can use volcanoes as super weapons now? Oh, there's more? Oh, that's cool. I don't like epic games are too epic for me, but I'll go in just for those because the Arkham series was a lot of fun. Thank you for that. That's coming out pretty soon.
PS4 players will finally get the opportunity to expand their empires in just a few short months. You might have heard Death Stranding from director Hideo Kojima is launching this November. We've got something very cool to show you.
God, the ultimate too deep for you game.
Come together again. Humanity won't survive.
I honestly think this game's not going to be good. Absolute hot take of the century. Not actual gameplay? You're telling me a big... Wait a minute, is that it? It just... Oh, there's no trailer, it's just a special... Lol.
This limited edition PS4 Pro will be available on launch day, starting November 8th.
Fantastic, 7 remake.
Now let's check in on After Party.
What's
Do you
this?
think you can beat Satan in a drinking game if it meant you
Oh
escaped
my
hell?
god.
Hell basically runs itself nowadays.
Dude, these games are so wonky. Who makes this plot?
Porters and cleanup, priest skeletons every once in a while, but
Satan's house, 10:15 p.m. Yeah, I can't wait to take Satan out. He's a lightweight.
Well, these two morons I keep hearing about, Milo and Lola. They're friends their whole lives that then go and die like 2 minutes before graduating college. They go through processing, get their personal demon, the whole thing. But then they take a cab ride from Sam, when she goes and blabs about the loophole.
This is Reddit
Like I
gaming.
didn't already have enough to do tonight, you know?
This is like a VN or what? Oh, never mind. It's a rhythm game.
I told them to outdrink Hell's monarchs first. You know, my psycho relatives.
Persona.
But to even reach those nut jobs, the losers will have to deal with karaoke crowds, the lava swamps, the fanatics from the Force Circle.
It's just like a mini game.
I mean, these complete idiots really have no idea what they're getting into.
I need a drink.
Is he talking to us?
Am I going to be getting my Fuhrer as a
After
waifu?
Party
That's a
is being
good
developed
question.
By the
I
talented
don't know
team
yet.
At Night School Studio, and it's coming soon to PS4.
I don't know yet.
Speaking of coming soon, we've got a sneak peek at October's PlayStation Plus lineup.
Oh.
Batter up.
What's free for October? The show? That's kind of lame. I hate when sports games are the PS Plus games. The show's good this year, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I guess.
MLB The Show 19 will be free for PlayStation Plus members starting in October. But wait, today we can also share that The Last of Us Remastered is also coming to PlayStation
Wow,
Plus
that game is
starting in October,
garbaggio.
alongside MLB The Show 19.
Why would they choose a sports game?
Time's almost up.
Oh, there's
but
only one
before
more
we let
thing?
you go, let's take a look at another upcoming PS4 game.
It's not the
from
7
PlayStation's
remake.
Worldwide Studios.
It's gonna be The Last of Us 2. Dumb game.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you
Rate this game?
kiss
A 0.
decided to join us. All right. You all know the drill.
Don't worry, I had 7 remake stuff to show you guys, but after this nonsense. Red Dead Redemption knockoff 2.
You run into anything you can't handle. Come back.
Get off me! Please stop! No!
Oh no, insert character that we don't care about may have been shot.
I have to finish it.
You have no idea what you're walking into.
What are you doing?
You're walking into a bad
You don't know
game.
how large that group is. How armed.
I don't.
Excuse me, I do not want to see nudity in a trailer. Resident Dead Redemption 2.
You can't stop.
Walking Dead Simulator. Is this like a zombie game? Like, did they... This game went really out of style for the past.
What the hell are you doing here?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
Maybe that character's important. I don't know. I watched a playthrough of the original, and this game did not look very cash money. I think that's about it for the state of play. It'll give us a release date. Wow, it comes out before the 7 remake.
We know you've been anxiously awaiting any news on this hugely anticipated title. Thanks to Naughty Dog for giving us this all-new
Oh, it's the
look at
original
The
guy?
Last of Us Part 2. And we've even got a release date. Mark your calendars for February 21st, 2020.
I'll mark that day as the day to sleep in.
Okay, everyone, that's a wrap on another episode of State of Play. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon, and keep the feedback and suggestions coming. Until next time.
Alright, now let me show you stuff that actually matters today. Boop, 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 boop. We're gonna go right like this. We're gonna go here. Okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. We have some stuff to show you guys. I don't know if you saw us already. First off, I'll show you the trailer. This is without the commentary. We have the battle theme. Of course, this is in the sewers for those of you guys that played the original Final Fantasy VII. It's a lot better now because it's like actually in HD and without commentary, so you can hear the actual soundtrack. We have Cloud using Hard Edge here. You get a better idea of like Tifa's fighting style. Looks like she kind of jumps around in phases and stances and whatnot. I don't know the translations, and they haven't released this in English yet. They just kind of posted this up without commentary and whatnot. But there's a lot of other stuff that they will add later in this article. Trust me. So it looks like Aerith's regular physical attacks are all ranged. Like, I don't think she attacks with her staff at all to do the massive, like, 3 damage that the original have. Yeah, the new battle theme is a banger. I hope someone can go ahead and crop this and listen to it, because I'm so excited for the soundtrack alone. So yeah, I know it was kind of hard to see there, right? Let me go back a quick second. I caught this up when I was watching this morning. Tifa jumps on Cloud's hard edge here to deliver that kick. I am not making this up. If I could put it at a slower speed, I would, but watch. As you can see right there, she quite literally jumped on Cloud's hard edge in order to make that, to kick him in the horn. I think that is the most attention to detail I've ever seen in the game. It was nutty. So I think for that attack that she does in that battle continuation, she jumps on anything, whether it be like a wall or something like that, in order to do it. And in that case, since Cloud's sword was there, she jumped on that. Looks like a new attack or something like that here. Obviously with a lot more, he actually uses the environment. So I haven't, like, it has a rough thing about how summons work here. As you can see, Cloud has the red materia by his limit slot. That's the color of the summon materia. So it gives you an idea of which character is doing the summon. But again, this doesn't really mean anything to us because I don't think anyone, unless someone could read Japanese, please feel free to provide translation. But as you can see, the red materia slot's open right here, and they both have a status or an enfeeblement. I don't know which it is. But there's something else I want to note here that I watched when I saw this morning too. Abs is about to go on fire. See how he's on fire from Ifrit's flamethrower? The lad jumps in the water in order for him to not be on fire anymore, to get rid of his status ailment. So what I picked up from that is that enemies are going to actually go ahead and use like the environment as well to get rid of status ailments. In that one, of course, we saw fire being used by jumping into the water. And the summon abilities are going to use whoever is the summoner is going to use their ATB gauge. As you saw there, he used some sort of like I don't even know, maybe like a tier 3 fire auger or something like that. Once again, since we don't really know the translations just yet, and we're gonna get Tifa's limit break here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's going to be any slots. I know that'd be a really cool little touch, but maybe in another attack. And then we're going to see cross slash here. Once again, he jumps in the water to get rid of his burn ailment. And that's Hellfire, which I guess is automatically done by the end of the summoning. And as you can see there too, he has elemental materia on the left slot. So we got that. We got the original. We now have what the cover of the game is going to look like. Here you go. It is basically the same thing as the original, obviously just very updated. Looks fantastic. From there, we're going to have a few more of full screen renders. So we have Tifa here, the goat, Ifrit, Barret without sunglasses. There's just another render from that scene in the trailer. Aerith from that scene in the trailer. Barret again with sunglasses. Cloud at Platefall. Tifa at 7th Heaven. We actually have 7th Heaven now, which is a little bit different. I know it's like a more... and the original, it's like more, it's like a Texas theme, like Western theme. From here, it looks just like a little bit more, like maybe a little bit more ran down. And of course, it says "Have a nice day. Welcome to 7th Heaven." We have Sector 7 right here. There's the item shop. And there's a few more things. You can look at the tower or right there, Delita at the top of the plate. Here's Ifrit unleashing Hellfire. Ifrit, I guess, in just like a regular attack now translated in English. You can go against like a war mech there. Something that I want to touch on, which I'll kind of talk about in a little bit, is if you're, in this case, Cloud has, hold on. Cloud has Blizzard materia attached to this right now, so you could kind of see that the Buster Sword's like radiating like a blue, like that's just to indicate that he has that equipped. So materia will not only show up in the weapon's hilt, it will actually have like an aesthetic effect to it. One more thing I'm really excited for, once again, just another high res of the trailer. Second part of that. This is the most important image in the entire, all they've released today. So they've showed how the materia system is going to work. Every battle you're going to go ahead and get AP, as you can see here, and whether it be every 5k AP or whatever, it's going to level up. And not only that, but it shows you what this is going to do. So they've somehow revamped the materia system to be even more in depth. I'm going to try and zoom in here. And basically, as you can see, he has I'm assuming that's going to be Blizzard, but for sake of what I'm going to explain here, hopefully it is. So the elemental materia in this case, right? It adds 2% leaked elemental damage. So if it's Blizzard, you're going to do 2% more, and then if you get 5k AP or whatever, you keep leveling up. Now, if you go ahead and in the original, like let's say I had an all and a thunder materia, and I put them together, and I could go ahead and use thunder on all enemies. You can put that in my armor slot. You could put that in my weapon slot. If it's chained, it does not matter. It really has. There's nothing. It's cool. You know, there's no other status effects. The new materia system that they have has the same leveling up capabilities as the old one, but now it's even more strategic in the sense that I could use my elemental and blizzard materia and put that in my weapon, and now I could do blizzard damage for 6% more, or I could go ahead and put my blizzard and my elementalist, level it up to max, put that in my armor, and now if any bit of damage that is done to me via blizzard damage, it's now going to be absorbed, as you can see, when it's level 3. So you have the capability to go ahead and put strategic weapon and armor enhancements, which in the original you couldn't do that. You could just go ahead and, like, if you combine it together, it was fine. You were fighting more for the slots and not so much where it went. Now you're going to be doing both. And also, you can kind of see there you have the red materia, which is, as we know from the earlier trailer, it is Ifrit. So it looks like you could have one summon materia per character, I'm assuming. Considering that you could toggle characters, it looks like this could more into the party. And it looks like, if this is also the case, provided that is Ifrit and not a DLC one like the Chocobo Chick or the Cactar or whatever, I think those are the two. He's only an hour into the game, and he already has a summon materia, so interesting. You know, kind of things to keep in mind. And he's also using the Buster Sword. Another thing too is that I don't know if this materia info is going to change so you could see what it looks like with whatever weapon the user is holding. Another thing too, if you go into equipment, you can go ahead and check your stats, which makes me think that they're going to be like strength up materia or speed up materia, blah 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 blah. The fact that speed is a stat, I'm assuming, has to do with the ATV, not so much movement speed, but you never know. I really like this menu, and it's very fleshed out from the original, and it looks like you could jump from character super easy just like the original, and now that your stats are right there on page, it's great. You could also look at the level and AP of what whatever material you're using, whatever more you need in terms of experience. I couldn't even have dreamed up a better menu, and it looks like it's going to be as simple as pressing square and then X just to put it back in. I couldn't even dream of a better menu of how I wanted this to work. I was really worried about how the elemental, or not elemental, I'm sorry, just how material would work. I didn't know if they were going to do levels like they were. I didn't know what they were going to do. They are keeping the same exact system and somehow making it better and more strategic. Insane. Absolutely insane. When I woke up and saw that today, I got very excited. Very excited. From there, they released another screenshot. I can't tell where this takes place at. This one is called Barrett Limit Hit, so I'm assuming that, and it looks like his limit gauge is down, so he just used Big Shot or the equivalent of it. It looks like a train station. I can't tell where this is at here. I can't tell. But maybe a new location. Maybe a new location. From here we have him prepping for Big Shot. I guess these two images will go in reverse order. We have Tifa using her limit break here, which is, I believe, Dolphin Kick to start, as opposed to Beat Rush in the original. Looks fantastic. And once again, I think this is also taken from the trailer. But now, the interesting part is that we can see a few things here. First off, it is in English, so we could translate her mode. So her mode, like how Cloud has Punisher in operative mode, she has Palm Strike. She has just regular square attack, obviously. And something interesting to see here is that she's actually locked on. I don't know if they've talked about that yet. Obviously, that would be something that you would assume would be done, but maybe with R1 or something like that, you can lock onto enemies. Once again, kind of just like a quality of life thing, so that way you could have party members and yourself focus more on a certain enemy, certain part of an enemy, that type of thing. Another thing I love here is the motion blur. As you can see from the highlights of her kick, highlights of the boss, it just looks very, very nice. From here we have her readying up her limit stance or limit break. I don't know how this is going to work. I think that talking more about my theory on her being more like a 14 monk, maybe if she changes her stance, it will change from Palm Strike to Bash or something like that. And so since she's readying up her limit, maybe you have to change it to a certain stance for her limit break. They haven't really talked too much about her triangle abilities and modes. So that's going to be an interesting one to see. From here, this is going to be the very, very first start of the game at the Mako Reactor playable demo that people in Europe and the US got to play if you were at E3 or Gamescom. This is just going to be the Scorpion Sentinel fight. As you can see, Cloud got taken in, and there's a tactical mode here, which I'm assuming maybe Cloud's in. And you're switching over to Barret. As you can see, Cloud is out of commission here, so Barret's got to go in and free him from that grasp. From here we have a little bit more on Cloud's just different abilities. A focus thrust is a new ability, and just kind of look at the stagger thing that they brought back from 13. A little bit more just that this is also taken from the demo. You kind of look at the command menus here for the shortcuts. Looks like here he's just using focus shot to fight against a long-ranged enemy. And a little bit more at Tifa in action. This is Tifa in tactical mode. By the way, I don't know what I was saying earlier. Tactical mode is when it's like in slow motion, not a stance. I think I said that earlier. And since you're in tactical mode here, so she's slowing down, and I guess since her ATB is filled, he's going to go ahead and choose a new ability after she's done kicking this. I don't even know what enemy that is in the head. You can see Cloud in the background here, and he has the Buster Sword, so we haven't gotten to the point of Hard Edge yet. But that is about it. If you want the article, I will post in the chat. But the big thing that we got was the box art, and it says that both the North American and EU versions will use this artwork. I don't know if the Japanese version is going to use a different one, but hey, I'm cool with it. I really like it. I like the homage to the original. It's so intact that it even has like the the white shading in the background. So they released all that today, but the biggest thing is, of course, the materia system. I think that's what everyone was super excited for, and we got to see it. It's also nice for people who wanted to have wallpapers of the best girl. Her full renders came out alongside Barret, so good stuff all around. I'm really content with that. I know they didn't release like a trailer or anything like that today, but the fact that we can go ahead and see what the equipment and materia menus are going to look like is awesome. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll link the article for you guys, and you can go ahead and see it for yourself. But I'm surprised they released all this a week after TGS, but hey, I'm cool with it. Another thing that they went ahead and released too, I can probably find that on this website as well, is right here. We can go ahead and watch this trailer. My favorite later Final Fantasy villain has joined the roster of Dissidia NT. He looks very much like his Dissidia Duodecim moveset. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm going to go ahead and pick this game back up. Well, I mean, I have to anyways because we're going to have to play it. But yeah, I stayed up last night and watched this. I'm hoping for Delita, but I don't think that'll ever happen unless they make like another Dissidia game. But I was really happy with Gabron too because he's one of my favorite villains and I think he's very much overlooked. They also added a new remix of Fight to the Death, as you can hear in the background. I don't know what job class he's going to be. If you look at his moveset, I'm assuming probably Guardian, but he looks like he could kind of flow around as an assassin with his quick attacks like so. He also has range as well. They did really good. They even have the Arcadian Empire cape on his back with the Magistrate logo. Yeah, he just looks really, really fun to play, like just all around. As you see, he's work inject here. Another thing, I don't know how this is gonna work, but Gabron slowly starts losing like armor pieces as the fight goes on. As you can see here, he lost pretty much all of his armor pieces till he's down to just regular armor. And that was his Innocence move from the original, or yeah, it still has the same victory pose as Dissidia Duodecim as well. So, yeah, cool character. I'm really excited for that. It's crazy to me that they both have Vayne and Gabron, but I mean, hey, he looks really cool. They did a really good job with the character design, and yeah, I'm really content with how it looks. It looks very true to the original, and as one of my favorite villains, I can't be happier with that. Delita one day, maybe. So I believe that is everything. I haven't really done... Hold on here. I haven't done a actual take and analysis on Syncs being added to Opera Omnia? Oh, I didn't even know that. I haven't really had a take on this. Alice got added and Palomemporum did too. Lon and Rain? Look at that, they added that just for us, you guys, just because we beat it last night. They look really good. I need to unironically get back into this game. They had so many characters, but I don't think they had Delita. Rosa, Barrett, Cecil. Alright, I'll focus on that later. Zach, too? Alright. Let me look at the TGS trailer since I haven't done an analysis on it yet. Agris is in it as well? Alright, so we start off here. So this is obviously 7th Heaven, as you guys can tell from that render. The Watchmen of Fate have, I guess, gone absolutely postal and are invading Sector 7. I really don't know what these guys are going to be to the story, but they're obviously playing a role because this is a brand new scene. You see Jesse Barrett here.
Give me a break.
And then Cloud and Tifa come out from the corner. I don't know where this takes place, but with them together, that means that they were obviously separated from the group.
Let's lay down some rubber. Crank that throttle.
You obviously get the motorcycle much earlier now too. Kind of want to know it's not just the escape. And provided this isn't Kutzel from Crisis Core, we have a brand new soldier character, maybe a side quest line, something like that. This, I believe, takes place at /spoiler when you're prisoned inside the Shinra headquarters, because Cloud and Tifa sleep in the same room, and it looks kind of like a prison. And she says,
Can't say this is quite what I had in mind when I asked for your help way back when.
That could be wrong though. From here, Cloud tries to chop at Sephiroth. Instead, he misses and hits the door hinge. Sephiroth is also here. If you look into the background, it almost looks like you're in Sector 7, like that top of that training room. So Sephiroth is going to be, he's going to be in here very early if that's the case. I don't know what room where this takes place, but the background looks right by 7th Heaven.
Feels like we're flying high.
Obviously, new part here. Looks like, I'm assuming you're jumping off the top of the plate and going down to the bottom.
I'll see myself in. Thanks. And And who are you?
We have a look at Reno here.
It's my turn.
Brand new fight here, so instead of barrels, it looks like you're actually going to fight him at the Sector 7, or was it Sector 8, I believe? The Sector 8 church. So this is brand new. Of course, in the original, you threw barrels because Aerith doesn't want you to step on the flowers.
Hello, Aerith.
We got our first look at Rude here. This looks just like right by Aerith's house. You can tell by the greenery. Brand new fight with him too. Never had to fight him in the original. At least not alone until later. We get our first look at the cross-dressing scene, and Corneo looks really great. It looks like Mark Hamill voice actor. We get our lad song.
You led us on a merry chase, Aerith.
That's gonna be right during Platefall. Is that scene? We get Avalanche's viewpoint here. This is also a random guy in the background. I kind of want to note that. This is during Platefall, Sector 7 stuff. There's just some random guy in the background, so maybe you could recruit more people to join Avalanche? I don't know how that's going to work. This is going to be with Tifa when the Watchmen of Fate are invading Sector 7. This is going to be with Aerith when you're escaping the church, I'm assuming. Since Tifa was in the background there, I believe that's going to be when you go to the train, when you're in the train after the reactor bombing. You can see Tifa right there. So I'm assuming that this is during the after the train bombing when you go through like the card swipe. No idea where this takes place. Like literally no clue. Let me go back here. Where this takes place, I have no idea. I seriously, I've been trying to guess and I can't. I have no idea where this could take place. Something though is that you could see her materia is inserted in her glove slot. Really, really nice touch there. You looks like you could play darts. You have people working out at the gym. The squat game. Tifa's doing pull-ups. This is it looks almost like the sewer, but Barrett's not there for it. This scene has changed a little bit from the original, which makes sense for the story purposes. Shinra appears in the original, and instead Barrett doesn't shoot him or shoot down the helicopter, so people were kind of questioning why. Of course, now he appears as a hologram to kind of remove that plot hole. And we also, here in a second, just in case you missed it, we get Mr. Horse Laugh himself, Heidegger, in the flesh. We get that bossy fight on the elevator in Shinra headquarters. First look at summoning there. Platefall. And then post Platefall here. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for this one. Obviously. I don't know how Square's gonna work. Oh, by the way, going back to this, this is, if you pre-order the deluxe edition, this is gonna be your case. It is the Sephiroth Steelbook one. I don't know how this is gonna work in terms of everything, because obviously today was the PlayStation State of Play, right? But at the same time, you would expect Square to go ahead and release that kind of stuff during the during the actual 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever we watched with all that stuff. So they didn't, and I don't really know why. They instead did it kind of in the morning, which I don't have an issue with whatsoever, like at all. But I wonder how they're going to go ahead and release things, because really we don't have any games conferences coming up. We have the Game Awards, which are, I believe, December 12th. December 6th. Okay. So, early December, and we have Paris Games Week, which is also early December. But at the same time, right, like there's not really much game conferences left. And there's not really much time to then show trailers, so they may just do things sporadically. Like, they may go ahead and just be like, maybe once a week we'll show a new art render like what they used to do, or maybe we'll just drop a trailer randomly. I don't know, but there maybe PlayStation Experience, which would also be in December. So we may have to wait like 2 more months for something, but hopefully we get something soon. But so what they did today is very much enough for me to be content. Because they showed exactly what I wanted to see, you guys. I've been begging for a public demo for a long time. That's just more me being greedy, if anything else, because I want to play this game so bad. But if there's one thing that I wanted them to show that they haven't yet, I said I wanted to see the materia system. I've been saying that for a long time. We may not so much as see it in actual action, but we see it here, and just look, it's absolutely wondrous. It's everything that I wanted and more, so I'm really, really happy with that. I cannot be upset. And now that we've seen that, background, by the way, looks like he's in the train station as well. But now that we've seen that, I'm content. If they release another trailer, so be it. I know we are exactly, hold on, let me pull up the countdown. We are exactly 160 days, 6 hours, 20 minutes, and 2 seconds away from this game being officially launched. I don't know how I'm going to wait another 160 days, but with what they've given me now, in terms of the materia and whatnot, I'm content. Like, I'm happy. I'm happy with the changes. They've sold me on this game. I've been sold on this game since I went to the orchestra, but now it's like I trust in the process that they're doing. So we'll see how much they go ahead and release. You guys know I'm going to try and break down and give an analysis of everything that we see, but you know, we'll see when the next time they release stuff is. You know, it could be sporadically or it could be December, which would probably be what I'm expecting here. But today we got the materia system and we got the regular box art, which look both just fantastic. So, anyways, that is all for today. I know we have to look forward to late October for 14 fans. We get the near raid and 5.1. That'll be pretty exciting stuff. But until then, we are going to be finishing up My Life as a King, 100%ing that, 100%ing Wolf, and we're going to be focusing on those up until Final Fantasy X, which I hope to start tonight. We need to finish My Life as a King, though, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start 10. Very excited for that. And yeah, my streaming schedule will change a little bit since uni starts Thursday, but up until then, I will see you guys later tonight. So have a nice rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's been like about an hour and we got a lot of new content to show and a little bit of analysis. And man, I'm so excited about the materia system. Can't contain it. Alright, you guys, I will see you tonight if you want to join for My Life as a King and maybe Final Fantasy X, depending on how far we get. Alrighty, you guys, have a nice day. Thanks for joining in. Follows, donations, all of it. You guys rock. Thank you, and I will see you tonight.